Imagine a golf tournament like nothing you've ever seen before. A place where creators become competitors and teammates turn into enemies, all with $1 million on the line. Sounds intense, right? Well, if you've missed out, you've been missing the most dramatic YouTube golf series ever, the Internet Invitational, created by Dave Portnoy and his team at Barstool Sports, along with Robbie Berger from Bob Does Sports. This event brought together some of the biggest names in the social media world. We're talking TikTokers, sports stars, and the best golf YouTubers, all descending on the stunning Big Cedar Lodge in Missouri. So, how did this whole thing work? It was a 3-day pressure cooker of competition. We had 48 influencers and content creators battling it out through multiple challenges. High stakes, skins, games, and plenty of encore side bets. The goal, to be one of the 6 people left standing in the final. The lineup was stacked with familiar faces, including British golf YouTube legends Rick Shields and Peter Finch. They were joined by American powerhouses like Grant Horvat, Brad Dayoak, Luke Kwan, Paige Spiranak, Gabby Girl Golf, and the Long Drive King, Kyle Berkshire. One of the coolest parts was the format. Each morning, teams were decided in a draft, just like you'd see in the NFL or NBA captains were voted in, and then they'd pick their squads, creating new alliances and rivalries every single day. They'd then pair up their players to go head-to-head against the opposition. The formats included 9 holes of 2 vs 2 scramble and 9 holes of alternate shot. The twist: the losing team at the end of each day was cut from the event. Gone. This process repeated on day 2, whittling the field down. By the final day, only 12 players remained. They were split into 4 groups of 3 to face the final challenge. That final day took them to the breathtaking Cliffhanger's Par 3 course, where they played 18 holes of alternate shots. The top 2 teams from that battle would advance to the grand final. The entire event was captured for a 6-part YouTube series that has been watched by millions, and for good reason. Now, let's talk about that final. It was a showdown between Team Delk, consisting of Brad Dayoak, Cody B. Frank, and Francis Ellis, and Team Spiranak, made up of Paige Spiranak, Melosi Tajazola, and Frankie Borelli. On paper, Team Spiranak were the heavy favorites, but drama ignited almost immediately. It started with a putt that Francis Ellis didn't concede. Paige took offense, and it led to a heated exchange on the next tee box, where she accused them of never playing real tournament golf. But the controversy didn't stop there. Things escalated when Melosi Tajazola was accused of using the slope feature on his rangefinder. For those who don't know, that feature calculates adjusted distances by factoring in elevation changes, and it's illegal in most competitive formats. The entire tournament came to a grinding halt as an investigation was launched to determine if he had intentionally cheated. The officials couldn't find conclusive evidence of foul play, but a social media clip that surfaced later made some fans question whether he quickly changed the settings before his rangefinder was inspected. It was a whole saga. The pressure seemed to weigh heavily on Tajazola for the rest of the match, and Team Dayoak capitalized, ultimately closing out the victory. The ending was incredibly emotional. As the series was released, a tribute was played in memory of Cody B. Frank, who tragically passed away shortly after winning the event. It was a poignant and heartfelt moment for the entire community. Beyond the final, the tournament was packed with other huge talking points from day one. A major storyline was the shocking early exit of former PGA Tour player Wesley Bryan. He was a huge favorite to win, but in a twist of fate, he was knocked out in the opening round by his own brother, George Bryan, who has also played on the PGA Tour. It was a huge upset, and many of the other creators were secretly delighted to see the pro go down. Wesley wasn't the only big name to get cut early. Grant Horvat, Rick Shields, and Garrett Clark also failed to make it past the first day. Then there was the viral moment with Luke Kwan. He famously slept in and completely missed his opening tee time. Event organizer Dave Portnoy felt disrespected and slapped him with a 5-hole penalty when he finally showed up. The whole mishap blew up on social media. And what about the money? In another wild moment, organizers offered 2 players, Tom Bubby Broders and Malosi Tajasala, a staggering $250,000 each to replay a single hole they had just won. Both of them turned down the $250,000 offer, backing themselves to go all the way and successfully moved on to the next round. It was just one of many unbelievable moments. Now that the Internet Invitational is over, fans are left wanting more. There was something truly groundbreaking about watching a tournament where the cameras never cut away. It felt raw, unfiltered, and relatable, like the golf you play with your buddies on a Sunday morning, just with $1 million on the line. The good news is that Dave Portnoy, Barstool Sports, and Bob Does Sports have all confirmed it will be back next year. But with so much demand and interest, you have to wonder if something more regular is needed. Do fans want to see this kind of content every week? Has this event opened the door for a new era of golf entertainment? One thing's for sure, it has captured the attention of the golf world, and I will definitely not be missing next year's tournament. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more content like this.